Howdy, people. It's Tierra Marie Morrison. Here giving you something for the car people. Specifically today, we're going to try to talk about the R-Body, the GM R-Body. Or, as you guys know, the car that I own, pretty much 91 Geo Storm. That's what we're going to be talking about today, so y'all stay tuned. I know y'all loving my little bald head. Got to give some bald head swag. I know y'all probably looking at me like, why in the fuck did your trans ass shave off all your head? I had to. Woman empowerment. But let's go ahead and get this whole episode started. Okay. You see this little yellow bitch I'm standing behind? That is my 91 Geo Storm GSI. Her name is Stormy Lee. I'm gonna take you a little walk around. See if I can get the camera, you know. And so I can go ahead and explain a little bit about Isuzu, because that's basically who this car is manufactured by, is Isuzu. Okay, basically Isuzu was known for all of its SUVs. It was known for, you know, the Bighorn slash Trooper and the Isuzu Faster slash Love. I know y'all remember that little small pickup truck. It was actually called the Isuzu Faster over in the Japanese market, as well as the Trooper. I know y'all remember that big boxy SUV. That was also called the Bighorn. Well, in '81, Isuzu decided to release the Gemini slash iMark. This one was pretty much based off of the rear wheel drive Chevette, the T-body Chevette, which in turn spawned a sport performance car we all know as the Isuzu Impulse. And Isuzu fared pretty well with the iMark and the Impulse. By '86, the Impulse became, not the Impulse, but the iMark became front wheel drive. And it became the R-Body, or the RB Gemini, as most of y'all know. The most popular versions of the Gemini included the Gemini ZZ, which is the handling by Lotus. And it also included the Gemini Ermsher R, which had pretty much the same motor as Stormy Lee here that I'll show you in a minute, but turbocharged. Following the release of the '86 iMark slash Spectrum, '89, GM decided to bring out the Geo division. And the Geo division pretty much was basically captive imports. It was a total of 5 captive imports. Okay. And the first 2 happened to be the Spectrum and the Storm. The Spectrum was only '89 because by this time the whole RB Gemini or JT150 platform evolved into the JT191, or, you know, the second gen R-Body. The second gen R-Body was pretty much 90 to 93. It included the Storm, it included the Stylus, and it included the second gen Impulse. We all know the Stylus was base model and XS, and I think 92 had RS. The base S and the base Storm pretty much was 95 horsepower, 1.6 single overhead cam, 12 valve version of the 4XC1 that's in this car. Okay, the GSI, the Impulse XS base model, and the Stylus XS and RS all had this motor right here, which is the 4XE1 UW. It is a dual overhead cam, 16 valve, 4-cylinder. Excuse me, y'all. I just washed her. Excuse me. Had the wipers up. Couldn't get the hood all the way up. But the this is a 1.6 liter 16 valve dual overhead cam engine. Produces 130 horsepower and I think about 102 pound-feet of torque. But yes, I'm trying to give y'all a little bit of explanation about a Isuzu because I'm not up on a Isuzu like that, but I do love my R bodies, which is my Storm. I kind of wish she was a Stylus XS, to be honest, because that's the main Isuzu that I wanted to own. I know y'all see Quad back there. She's currently trying to get her clutch fixed, and we're going to go see her in a minute. But right now, we're focusing on specifically Stormy Lee right here. About the Storm, the Geo Storm was the first passenger car, or subcompact passenger car. I'm sorry, it was the first subcompact passenger car that offered a driver's side airbag. What was also neat for its time was that the Impulse and Stylus XS and RS versions ended up with the Lotus handling suspension. Now, the Storm GSI only has the front half of that suspension. It does not have the rear half, but this particular one will be built into Isuzu Impulse XS spec. Now, I know y'all are wondering, okay, why does this Storm look so bad? Let me tell you why. It's because I flew to Chattanooga. Well, I didn't fly to Chattanooga. I flew to Philadelphia for her over there. But I flew to Chattanooga. Drove to Chattanooga, 4-hour drive. And yeah, let me show y'all a picture of the dirty ass interior and these fucked up gauges that I tried to do. I know y'all can see the film bubbly. She is a 5-speed manual, obviously. Show y'all around the junky ass Stormy Lee Daniels. That is my affectionate name for her, Stormy Lee Daniels. Yeah, she messy right now. Go ahead and show y'all some interior shots, because, you know, it be like that sometimes. Interior kind of dirty. You got to get some Impulse XS seats or RS seats. I might just do an Impulse RS or interior. But basically what you see is a fully loaded Storm GSI. The only thing that this car is pretty much missing is the factory front floor mats, which that doesn't matter at this point. But the key thing about this car is that this was pretty much fully loaded in Geo spec. Now, if you go up to Isuzu, you get a clock right here where my finger is. You get a clock right here. The RS version has all of this electronically controlled. Yes, there's supposed to be a radio here, I know, but like I said, don't mind the dash cracks, that's normal. But I just wanted to pretty much, I guess, give y'all something for the car people and pretty much, you know, explain a little bit about what I know about Isuzu. I know it's not much to show with Stormy Lee because I can't even really start her up at this point because she needs a fuel pump. But I apologize for the camera angles. I apologize for trying to, you know, get myself and the car in at the same time. But right now, I'm just gonna try to give y'all one little final walk around with me. Don't mind the trash bags. The glass is actually in the trunk. Let me go ahead and show y'all that so y'all don't be freaking out about my glass. This side, the glass is already in. I just have to pretty much get the electric window regulators, since no Storms ever came with power windows except for the Canadian versions. Let me go ahead and show y'all this glass that's in the trunk. so y'all don't have to be worrying about me and these trash bags. The thing about the storm too is that okay, that's my glass right there, if you can see it. That's my glass. I'm trying to get the camera right. Yeah, we do have glass. But yeah, the thing about Stormy Lee is the fact that she's pretty much not all that hard to explain. She's not, you know, she's not hard at all to, you know, run through, because she doesn't have that many options as, say, this one does. But yeah, Stormy is pretty much Stormy. Like I said, right now she needs a fuel pump. Right now, I'm trying to get that together. I was in the process of getting all of that together in February before Miss Rona showed up and took over and pretty much mitigated us to limit our activities. So I know y'all wondering what happened to my plate too. I was supposed to have a plate on here that said haters gonna hate, but the reason why I don't have the plate is because she hasn't moved in the past year that I've owned her. So why plate her when, you know, she's gonna sit right there for at least a couple more months. That's all I wanted with y'all. I just wanted to pretty much explain to y'all about this little bitch right here. Pretty much wanted to run y'all down, give y'all a little virtual tour. Had to clean her up. I know y'all see her shining. She was not shining like this before this video, trust me. I'm literally walking in the mud that I just finished washing her with. But yeah, that's my baby. That's my other little baby. Hopefully I end up with another vehicle, hopefully. Like I said, I really want a Stylus XS, but I know it's not gonna happen. Go ahead and do this without me in the photo. Give you one final little walk around. I'm sorry I couldn't give y'all more on the Impulse and Stylus and Storm, especially like the R-body versions. I tried my best, y'all. Like I said, I'm not really well versed in them as of yet, despite me owning this a year and knowing basically the basics of them. I'm still not well versed in them, so like I said, y'all give me some time. Oh, and to my Peace at Malaise Motors, you know I had to rep y'all since I moderate that group. Had to represent y'all. But let me go ahead and end this video, and y'all enjoy these cool little graphics of the storm. Like I said, y'all forgive me with these plastic bags on here. We do have windows, but they will be being converted to power. So I'm trying to do as much as an Impulse XS conversion or Impulse RS conversion as possible without having to go the whole WT turbo route, because I know that's what y'all are wondering, like, why didn't you put the WT turbo on? Nah, I'm not a turbo girl. I'm a normally aspirated girl, as you can see by these two sitting right here. I love high revving cars. I love high revving 4-cylinders. Love front wheel drive high revving 4-cylinders. So those are the girls. And I'm gonna give you one last walk around quad right quick so I can show y'all the progress that's being done on her. Right now, like I said, we're trying to get a clutch in her. As you can see all of that is torn out. But yeah, the girls are doing pretty good. They're just waiting to be finished. I know y'all see that crazy ass Sienna of my husband's back there. That's my daily, but child, let me go ahead and end this, and I will holler at y'all later.